we are live. Though honestly, I should probably change the. Let's try addicted actually. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome. It's been a while since I've done like an early morning live stream. Before, it's been I don't know a year, a couple months. But yeah, I wanted to do some updates for you guys about distant memories and what's going to be going on with that at the moment as well. I just wanted to do something different, stream early. Also, I noticed something. The background is a little bit, let me see if I can change that a bit. Take a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. But yes, welcome everybody. I'm gonna be giving you some updates on Chapter 6 of Distant Memories. What did I lay it out to be as?
Never met before.
Sorry, that's one of my my YouTubes. Okay, so I think I had it listed here as Chapter 6, Art of Royalty. That's the title that I have it listed as my script. So let's turn this down. Don't want that to be overwhelming. We've been working on this since last month, though I have taken quite a break from Distant Memory because I wanted to get back into comic dubbing and stuff. So we've been kind of working on that. Also, first of all, before I even get started, let's say hello to the chat. I see Crossy, who's there. I see Rob Chuckle, Beast Mode Guy, good to see you. Good morning to you as well. Saucery, always good to see you. Ya girl. Ya girl. Nice. Thank you for coming in. A name who I cannot pronounce, but glad to have you as well. Manuel Del Dante, good morning to you. Good morning, Riz. I am not a princess! Good morning, good morning. Nothing so much on the Twitch side, but yeah, this is it's a little irregular. Well, it's not irregular. It's just one of those things where I'm just want to try something different. And look who popped in. I barely noticed it, Grizz.
Hey, what's up, AG?
Hey, what's going on? Grizz decided to pop in a little bit. When time do you work actually?
My schedule's all over the place, man. It's because I'm technically like a contractor. Whatever they need me to do, I do.
So you're an independent contractor?
Not independent, no.
But so like
I work for a company. It's just like I have no set schedule. Whatever they need me to do that day, I do. If they don't have work for me, I don't work.
Gotcha. Okay. So your schedule's kind of laid back.
What is that image? I am not Alistair. I have my own image now.
Well, that's what I got you as, but I mean, it fits the aesthetic. I'm not really technically Wolf Crew right now, but I figured it fits the aesthetic, so I might as well just let it go.
Man, what was even the point then of like hiring Angel to make my new reactive image?
What? Oh, is it ready?
Yeah, it's ready. I have it on.
Oh, well, you have to put it in the reactive. I only got what they show. They have that currently.
Wait, how do I do this?
Well,
again?
It's not like I have it. I mean, you can either give it to me or you can just put it in yourself.
How do I do that?
You can go to, just send me your reactive image. I'll do it for you.
Okay, sure thing.
That'll make it a lot easier on you.
Brain's too tired to figure this out.
Well, technically, you're Stolas in Distant Memories.
That's true.
No, but no, this would be a good way to show it off. People already calling you like, "Hey, Alistair, how you doing? How you doing?" What's
Oh, where's the Alistair thing?
Larry Sherman? Hey, what's Wolf Alistair?
Hello, what is sleep? I'm slowly dying. Ah.
I love how you didn't want to be asked, but you just totally played into it. You just played into what they wanted you to do.
I had to.
You ain't been around long enough, Zeno. Like, that's how I know you're new. Because back in the day, this would be the normal thing. I would stream late at night. I would stream, my stream. I was like all over the place. It's like I just haven't done it in a while. I've been because people always care if you get some sleep, get some rest. So I've been doing that. So I don't normally do this anymore. But like a couple of years ago, this was like second nature. I do this all the time. Yeah, you're new. It's all good. No, I wouldn't expect you to notice or anything. It's just how it be. Oh, so that's the one. So you changed it. Okay, so all right. Let me put in your new. Well, if you did, it would actually. Like, did you put the new your new artwork in it? Because it would have changed on my end. Because it would have changed on my end. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I put my artwork in it.
It still shows Alistair, but let me go to yours. Hold on.
I'm on, what was it, Reactive Fuji Tech, right?
Yeah, it's the right one.
That's the only
I only see
only
Alistair.
image I got on there.
Yeah, I don't see your new artwork. It only shows me Alistair.
Darn.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, this isn't, like I said, it's not really a character thing. It just does it on it. I just do it on impulse and just to showcase. Good way to wake up in the morning since the rain we have here is trying to put me down. I love rainy days. We're gonna have a couple rainy days. I used to love rainy days. Like, I don't know why, just like rainy days with a little bit of thunder. Not a lot, just a little bit of thunder. Just looking out the window, just staring. Don't know why. Always calmed me down. Been working on some videos. I'm new to making content. I got some videos already uploaded later. Oh, well, hey, congratulations, and I hope your content journey is very fruitful. So, so the entire point of this stream, as I said, give you some updates. So, been working on chapter 6 for a while. The concept and ideas so far, the title that we have is The Art of Realty. This obviously is, reintroducing Androlphus back into the story and having Wolfku learned etiquette, and things that roles do. Just learning, like, role etiquette and stuff like that. After Stella and Octavia got him his outfits and stuff. Stolas, right now, where I have for him, I don't have. He may be seen a little bit in chapter 7, but if I decide to put him in, but he has no relevance right now for the for chapter 6 and 7. That's going to be mainly Androlphus for that. Now, the entire vocal point is the interaction between Androlphus and Wolfku. So that's kind of like the general idea for those two chapters. And then 8. We'll probably reintroduce some major points in 8. Again, there's a lot of constant ideas. Sometimes me and Steph comes with on like the fly, like casual stuff, and sometimes Shy will throw some stuff in there too. And I kind of keep them in the back of my head, but then they'll kind of come back like, oh, that was a pretty good idea. We might use that. Like, one idea was having Crimson involved in season 2 and having something with Wolfku helping out Via. Like how Crimson captured Stolas, we do the same thing with Via. So that was some fun concepts. And people are like saying, does he have a Super Saiyan form? Well, I say, well, he has a form that I guess you can attribute to it. It wouldn't technically be the same, but he has a transformation, and that would be a good way to introduce it. But then I thought, like, that would require a lot of artwork and concept, like, because I feel like if I'm gonna do that, you'd want some action scenes, and that takes a lot of time. Like, just like getting lines takes a lot of time. Like right now, I'm struggling to get lines in because, Steph has been busy. She's working on a whole game right now for her for VR chat. Other VAs, like I said, they're experiencing burnout, so I don't want to, you know, put a heavy load on them. So I've just been letting them take their time to themselves, and then when they come back, we'll get back on track because there is burnout. You know, YouTube burnout is a thing. Content creation burnout, personal stuff gets in the way, personal life gets in the way. So I just try to be, you know, just let them relax and let them get back to 100% because you know when they're ready they'll come back and we can get started. So I have to be very patient. And I've also been working on my own projects too. Right now I'm working on the cover of House of Asmodeus for the Fizz channel. We're still like trying to find Asmodeus. I really don't want to do that myself, so that's a thing. But it's coming along very well. Like it's coming along very, very well. Like I said, Grizz has stuff. You just saw it. My man got to work and stuff. So I have to work around. I have to work around with everybody. You know, like when you're doing a whole collaboration, you're trying to bring all these amazingly talented people together. You gotta navigate. You gotta delegate. You gotta be patient. Thank you, Rob Chuckle. I don't think I'm that great, but thank you. Icebird name is so complicated, so I just call him Icebird for the longest time. Don't want to be where is the feather on the? The feathers are there. There are feathers there. But she is still humanoid. But you know, but yes, she has feathers. It's just on her body, and she covers up most of her body. So that's kind of why you don't see them because her feathers are mainly covered up. It's like Wolfku's fur, right? Like it's on his body, but it's covered up. I've been working with jeez, Chris, how long have we been working together? It's been years. It's been quite a few years.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while, like 20. I want to say 2020 or 2019.
I know we knew each other, I believe, before COVID.
Before then, yeah, no, we've.
Yeah.
I can, like I said, I can go back and just look at our stuff. It was before that, but it's just like when we really decided to like start working together. I want to say 2019.
I'd say around there.
I want to say at least 2019 to 2020, because that's when, like I said, I was doing all the would you rather stuff, and you know I wanted to. We brought in initially as Alistair, but I loved your Angel Dust more, so we switched you and Corey up around that time period. So, and then like 2021 was like I'd say like peak. 2021, 2022 was peak. But yeah, a while. There you go. That's the best I can answer is a while. I've been working with Riz, one of my butts. It's my brew. He gets on my nerves sometimes. He knows what he does. And man, Doodle. They don't want to hit nobody up.
I work, you know my schedule.
Mm-hmm. See, that just goes back
to my lack of one, honestly.
Well, that just goes back to what I'm saying. I work around people's schedules and stuff, you know. I like to. So yeah, Grizz, long time. Like I said, amazing VA. This man always he always flip flops when it comes to Helluva Boss Hasman stuff because it's one of those things where he's so good. That's all that people trying to like get him. It's almost like he's typecasted because he's really good at what he does, but he does other stuff. Like he's very well capable of other things. Hell, he made me a better VA. So, so like I say, as much as he doesn't do a lot of Hasman or Helluva Boss stuff, he'll still come like when I call him. But I'm special, so there you go. But no, he has other voices. You have a reel, right? Don't you have like a reel? Because I was talking to Kim about making a reel, but you know I don't do that many voices. So I was like, how do I even make and construct a reel? There's like an amateur reel, and there's like a standard reel, and there's a professional reel. I damn sure can't make a professional one like she can, but she gave me like these points, you know, like these like points that you need to hit. It's like okay.
Yeah, I got a demo reel. Hold on, I can find it.
Yeah, it's just like I see everybody making like their own reels, and I'm just like I'm jealous. Like I don't think I can do that. Hello, Kaiden. I hope I said your name.
There it
right,
is. I got it.
Hello, welcome. Okay.
Here'd be my reel. I just sent it to you.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. Oh, that's your old. I
haven't updated it in a long time.
Okay, so yeah, so see, I want to do something like that. I need to. I probably use Wolfku as like the thumbnail and stuff. But yes, so he has like these. See, he has a reel. I need to make one myself. I should. I'm probably gonna upload that. Make a reel, carefully construct it. You know. But again, I mostly just do comic dubs. So I just pick clips of my comic dubs or like some animations I've worked on, which I guess I probably should. I guess I just take like some of my best works where I think is my best works of me voice acting and just
Yeah,
put that in there.
that's a compilation reel.
Yeah, and but again, you guys are you guys are much more versatile than I. I have just set voices I can do, and I don't like. It's one thing where I can be like. It's one thing when I can just try to do a voice, but I wouldn't want to showcase that. If I'm gonna do a voice, I want to at least know I'm really good at it. Like my Fizz voice, I'll showcase that in all day of the week, or my Wolfku voice, but it's the only two I really know. Maybe Sally Mae, maybe, but it's like I said, I don't have a lot to pull from. I focus more on my strengths. You
Yeah,
know.
no. Yeah, what I learned all these years in voice acting is like having a variety of voices you can do is neat. It's great. But what you really want to have as a voice actor is emotional depth and the ability to like portray emotion through your voice.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't really need to have like for example Steve Bloom. He does that one voice really well.
So
But he
because
has
that.
so much like emotional range and it works.
Okay.
That makes him a phenomenal actor. So I say personally, if you want to make a reel, try not to focus too much on like showing vocal range, but rather your acting range.
That's fair enough. Like how you did with Stolas and with what was it? Death in the Family.
I'm that scream.
And
Noodle looked at me like I was crazy when I was doing that scream.
did she ever see? Did she ever see it? Like the video?
Yeah, she saw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And like I said, me like I said, I like directing and management and stuff like that. That's one of my stronger points. I like management stuff. Um. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. I got Kim's point, and I just had a conversation with her because like she's been in this business for a long time, and then it's always fun finding out like watching indie animations. Like I just watched Monkey Wrench, and I found somebody who I worked with who was in it, and that's always a fun thing because like I don't know what all you guys be doing. I might stumble upon something you've been a part of, and you never told me, and I will damn sure like, oh, so you didn't tell me you was in this, huh? Like Kim, like she like I didn't like everybody talks about her fidget and stuff. If she ever played Dusk, I've never played Dusk, but I do watch anime. So when I saw her in this anime that I actually watched when I was a teenager, like, how come you didn't tell me? I don't care if you were additional voices. You should have said something. It's just fun information to know. Like it's like it's something that's very. I'm pleasantly surprised to be seeing. I can see
I
these
will say,
surprised.
like, sometimes we kind of forget the projects we've been in. So
I,
sometimes
that's
I'll
fair.
like be scouring the internet and I'll find something I'm in. I'm like, what? Wait, when did I do this?
That's fair. I've been there. Shava Huga? Huga? Am I saying that right? Shava Huga. Hello, good morning, everybody. I am new to the channel. Well, welcome to the channel. Hey, I'm just giving you some concepts and updates. Also, just talking to my buddy Grizz about voice acting stuff. But hope you're having a wonderful morning. Get some good breakfast, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask. And just overall, just be chill in the chat.
Yes, welcome, Chava. If you're hungry for breakfast, I have some fresh venison.
You never get like that. How many Alistair comic dubs have you done? I know you've done plenty of Angel Dust ones, but how many Alistair stuff have you done?
If I can recount, I don't know, maybe like 15.
About 15.
I might be like lowballing it because I've done a lot for a lot of different channels.
With
But
Fizz, like it's rare. Like I'm in that thing. I'm in that position where I'm kind of casted as Fizz, and I only get like to do a little bit because the projects never really got off the ground. So I'm kind of in that weird limbo where I've done some work for people. Obviously, I've done projects like fan-made projects, like ASMR projects. Obviously, I've done that prominently on some channels as well. But like the comic dub stuff, like it's kind of hit or miss, like with them.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to Wolfku? Where is he? Well, he's right here. Wolfku is right here, just in wolf form. This is Goku in wolf form. That's the general concept of Wolfku. Battle. Oh, I think we should do it. He's here. Battlemore's here, and plus, as Alistair, it makes sense. Come on, he's right. He's right. He's asking for it. He's asking for it. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. When the moon meets your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. There it is. It feels good when Alistair does it. You know, it just
Discord crapped out on me for a second there.
Yeah, well, actually, you do one by yourself. I'm waiting to say that. Go ahead, do your That's a little more by yourself.
Oh my god. Well, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
There we go. Somebody clip that. It's a clip moment. Alistair gets one. So there you go. Let's see here. So some concepts, like I said, we have concepts that are my idea when I did Distant Memory. I wanted to layer them the same way the show does. There was 8 episodes, so I wanted to be 8 chapters, and then go on to season 2. They have shorts. I want to have shorts. Of course, I wanted more shorts than they were putting out, because there's like different situations, kind of like you know, the wacky everyday nonsense that characters get into, like watching Ed and Eddie, or like, you know, stuff that you would see episodically. So I was thinking like maybe V and them can interact with Fizzarali, they can interact with you know, Blitz, they can interact. Well, maybe not so much. Well, yes, maybe not so much the main cast, because I do want to use them for for variety reasons. But like, Helluva has a ridiculous amount of side characters, honestly to their detriment. But why not utilize them and have some fun stuff that we can do with them? But in doing so, that requires more work, more VAs, and lots of resources. Even for fan stuff, like, it takes a lot of resources to get this stuff done. So, and then we have, like, sometimes me and Steph will just be joking around, and then she'll come up with like some spontaneous idea, and she's like not really serious, but she's like kind of serious, and it's like, but I'm just looking at like, that could probably work. I don't dismiss it. Like, I was like, you know, it's not bad.
Maybe.
It's just about like when to implement it, though, because we're already working on certain like plot points and storylines that we're working on. So it's like, well, how do we implement it into it, and how do we like make it flow? Because I want things to flow naturally. So stuff like that. And then again, the problem with Helluva is there's so many damn characters. Do not expect me to be able to implement all of them. It's just I got very talented people, but my God, there's just can't do all that. It's just I can't.
You're constantly asking me to do impressions I've never done before.
Yeah, but you see my point though. But you're seeing my point. Like, there's so many characters. And it's like,
There's so many.
I gotta like, you know, I'll try. Yeah, what's going on, Yolanda? Welcome. I hope you're having a good morning, eating some breakfast, drinking a lot of water. But welcome to the stream. We're just giving you some updates on Chapter 6 and some ideas and concepts that we've been thinking about. Also, just talking about, we were just humiliated Battlemore just recently, you know. So, sound alerts are off Battlemore because we are on YouTube, and you know, the YouTube don't like our sound alerts. YouTube don't like the sound alerts. I'm not a towel. I'm just a man that likes to entertain, and I'm sorry you can't appreciate the entertainment that we give to people by annoying you. Sounds like a you problem, not a us problem. Glad you're chilling, Yolanda. Great, very glad you're chilling. Keep chilling. But no, like, so like just so many characters to do, and it's just like, and it's like, dude, just doing 1 or 2 is a little bit easier, but like 1 or 2 or 3 is still tough juggling, because like I said, when I make dialogue, and I'm a very dialogue heavy guy, and maybe I need to like dial that back too, not go so much. Entertainment is at my expense. Yes, it is. You know, I wouldn't have been doing that had you been a more consistent contributor, but you know, you've allowed yourself to fall off. You know, you've whether it be to life just kicking people while they're down, which I'll take full advantage of, to make fun of you with love, obviously. Yes, thank you, Yellen. And not to mention, it's not just me. It's Koi, CL. To be fair, I didn't come up with the meme. I just jumped on it. I just jumped on the trend. So, get on Chun or Koi and all those guys. They did it long before I did. Just to be fair, or Justin. There you go. So blame him. I just did what I did. Arding says, good morning to Wolfco and Alistair. Hope your day's going well. It's been alright so far. Yeah. It's been going pretty well so far. And, usually Steph wakes up around this time. I don't know, when. She usually wakes up early, but I've been, I think she's been trying to fix her sleeping schedule as well. But I gave her a message. I told her if she wants to hop in whenever she wakes up. Because she's usually up actually a lot earlier than I am. But she's been fixing her sleeping schedule, so who knows? I don't know if she'll show me the time. Everyone
Lucky. I wish I could fix mine.
To be fair, I've been up as well. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm at that waking up in the middle of the night stage, but I have to stream later on today, so it's I hope I don't sleep in between and miss it. So that's something I have to.
No, it's not like I'm staying up because I want to. It's either I stay up or I don't have a job anymore.
I need a job, man. I need a job.
It's there I am. There's Grizz, fucking 3 a.m, half asleep, 50 feet in the air, driving an industrial fucking machine, and I'm just oh man, this is my life now.
I'm surprised you haven't pursued more gaming stuff and voice acting and stuff.
I've tried, man. I've auditioned for things. I actually am gonna be in what is it, 3 games I can think off the top of my head. 2 I can talk about, 1 I can't.
See, that's what I want to do and stuff. I'm trying to get into the concept, and that's why Steph put me on with this individual's making a Helluva boss game, and it's they're trying to get it on Steam, so they want to fizz for us. Yeah, I want to do more games and stuff. And even Kim has said that's her bread and butter. She loves games. TV shows, I'm 50-50 on, but video games, I jump all over that. That sounds just fun. So I'm just
Here, I can actually show you a game that I'm in. I don't have a super major role as of this moment, but apparently it might evolve into something else. That's all.
That's what I like. I like stuff that it's you're minor, but they have plans to add more to the character. I always love stuff like that because honestly it's less pressure. If you go into a role that's that has a minor role, but it develops into a better role, I think that's better because it's less pressure and you can slowly build up and get more into it. But if I'm going to role it's a major role, that's a lot of pressure. That's a whole lot of pressure. I need to get myself established first. Let me baby step my way into it so I can understand the general concept of what I'm trying to do or evolve. Rob Chuckle, yo, Wolfco, nice to meet you, as well as Alistair from Rob. Nice to meet you, Rob. And Sophie Falco, how are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you for dropping into the stream. Okay, let me see what you got here.
Yeah, I just sent you. These are 2 games I can confirm that I'm in. These are 2 indie games.
Nobody in that damn game. I've heard of this one. It looks interesting. I have no idea who that is, so I'm going to ignore that request. I don't know why people send me random friend requests. Okay, but again, at least you get to be in it. How was that?
At least I'm actually really stoked about the SCP one.
You gotta stream it? You gotta stream it?
Maybe I might. That'd be pretty fun, and then I get to experience my little voice because it's not a physical character. It's a little audio node thing that you can find.
That's one of those. Okay, yeah, that's fun.
But it was a fun character to do because I auditioned for some other characters for this game, and I didn't get them sadly. But the director liked what I did with one of the characters. He's like, yeah, we just need you to be this snarky asshole scientist.
So they saw it okay, we have better ideas for your voice.
Yeah.
Better use for it. I was
yeah, so it's never not worth it to at least try, because you never know if like the director will be like, hey, you know what, you weren't good, you weren't. I wouldn't say good. You weren't the right fit for this, but I have
But
something for you. You
yeah,
know
we
what I
still
mean?
have like this idea for you. But yeah, no, I agree
God.
because I that's why I purposely don't stop just because you didn't get this. I might have other uses for it, and that's why I tell people like, yeah, don't
That's how I got a lot of work. Just a lot of you know just they kept me in the back burner, I guess you could say.
right.
I remember one project. I don't know if I can find it, but like I just remember I auditioned for this character, and it was like fuck, what was it called again? Fuck. I will find out the name at some point down the line when my brain's actually at 100%. But I was essentially just a big fucking like furry. I was like a lion man. And he was like the most shonen protagonist ever. He would constantly be yelling and fucking like fighting shit. It was awesome.
I'm also using Aura. You ever heard of Aura?
No. Oh, yeah. I've heard of Aura.
Yeah, the thing that stops them from leaking your information. I'm just checking on it. I still don't understand some of this stuff, but I'll eventually fix it. How is Octavia doing? She's asleep. She is sleeping right now, and you don't need to worry about her because she is sleeping. She's a sleepy birdie. Octavia is very nice to Wolfka. Yeah, she does. She's very loving to Wolfka. Wolfka's just a big old tsundere, guys. You know, acts very short man complexy. You know, but loves Via. Honestly, he's the most nice. I think with Charlie and Goku was like it was more like he loved Charlie and stuff like that, but he just could not handle her niceties. I think with Via, she's a little bit more easier to work with. Not to mention with Aggie and stuff. And like I said, seeing all my friends, like I said, doing that. Like I said, Grizz worked really hard to get some to be like in these like anime shows, and it was really cool seeing him getting the role of Will. When I was in the hospital, I read that manga, and but I never knew that it actually got picked up. So now I get it. Now I get why manga artists or why manga readers are so critical. So that was cool finding out that he was the main character. I was like, oh wow, that.
Yeah, I was so shocked when I
Like,
heard that with
yeah,
Corey. That was awesome.
I was like, yeah, wow, that's cool. So, but me, as I said, I like the freedom I get with just doing stuff with my own channel and just having some fun doing that. But I won't lie and say like watching my friends do that and doing as well as they do. It does give me that itch, like yeah, maybe I should, really think about pursuing that too. But the industry is I don't care for the industry. I think I'm way too vocal. I'm way too vocal with my opinions. Don't get me wrong. I can be very, corporate if I wanted to be, but I don't want to. I could be like, like family friendly if I chose to. But I love just being my own person. I just like, it's like, yes, do I have the capability of doing it? Yes, but do I want to? I do not. It's just one of those things. Hey, Connie. Good morning. We are in Steph's server. If you would like to join us, we're just talking about stuff for the future of Chapter 6 for Distant Memories. So you are more than welcome to join if you'd like. So that, and at the end of the day, when they hire you, you're doing a job, and you're expected to act a certain way. You can't act the way you would act. That can embarrass the company, right? So
Yeah.
And in that regard, I totally get it. But like for me, it's just like I really like doing my thing here, so it's just like a conflict there, Oh, all right. Well, yeah, stay in bed. Yeah, stay in bed. It's the boys. The boys this night out. Also, if you have any like questions, guys, for about like distant memories or like any future stuff that we may do, feel free to ask. Yeah, be more than willing to answer. Like I said, do you have ideas and concepts? And there's more concepts I've been thinking of doing, but I take everything right here because writing can just be such a. And then trying to remember like previous stuff and trying to establish certain things. It's fine in the beginning, like the first couple of episodes, but after a while, you're like, okay, what was I doing here? What was this character's motivation here? Or like, what were we doing in this? Like little details, because I'm such a stickler for that. Gaben Chosen, hello, welcome. Looks like you're just waking up, but welcome to the stream. We're just talking about chapter 6, future concepts and things that may or may not occur in the future of this chapter. Also the runtime, like that's also my thing too, like increasing like the runtime I just don't like generally doing. Like people think like just because this episode was this long, like I'm gonna tell you right now, Distant Memories has a very inconsistent runtime. Like it might be 10 minutes, it might be 30 minutes, maybe I'll make a special that's 50. God forbid, no. But you know, just don't expect like the runtime to be the same. It could be longer or shorter depending on how it's written. Well, no, it's not like finding random voices. That's not my issue. I can find random voices, you know. You guys are awesome when it comes to that, like, you know, coming forward and like doing that. It's finding the right voices for the right character. And you guys know I am a stickler when it comes to that. Like, I have friends and I love them to death, but if they don't fit, they don't fit. You know? You
still haven't found the right Stolas yet, because it ain't me.
Would you shush? You do a fantastic Stolas. He was lying, so I've worked with plenty of great Stolases. But with Grizz, he's at least consistent. I'd say he's a consistently solid Stolas. And I will say your Stolas has gotten better over the years. So I think Corey was was my all-time favorite, but I will say you've been very consistent. You know, you're like my third favorite. So yeah, you're my third favorite so far.
I'll take third place.
Yeah, but again, my standards are high. You know that. You know how I am when it comes to voices. Unless you do something that's so unique, I prefer accuracy. But if uniqueness comes, I will take that as well. I've had, I outright avoid people. You know what I don't like? I outright avoid people who try to guilt trip me into roles. I don't like that. And I peep that game very, very quickly. Whether it be intentional or unintentional, that stuff just irks me, because, like, don't put me in that position where you don't, because it makes me come off as a bad person. Like, I'm not even going to get put in that position. Like, I have just like any director, like they have who they want for the role, for their reasons. Mine is for I need either accuracy, consistency, or uniqueness. But if you have trouble, like this, if you let's say you fit, you can do a voice role, right? They're actually in that vocal range, but they struggle very heavily with pronunciation. I deal with that all the time. Or like a person, like they just have a very heavy accent, or their accent is just so heavy. They're in that range, but it can be very difficult for them.
I mean, there's other factors than range,
yeah, because they have like accent, this and that, and like I'm willing to at least try if I think I can get something. If I can get somewhere with you. If not, I just move on. Like, you know, it's no hard feelings. It's just. There are always like different factors of why I can't work with someone. And then there are people who are absolutely amazing VAs who I just have nothing for. Like, they're great and I'd love to work with them, but I have nothing for them. I just have no way to utilize them right now. Which is always sad, because I hate that when I find a really good VA, but like there's nothing I really have for them. So
yeah. I mean, you've practically like filled out your cast, because you mostly just do Helluva Boss and Dragon Ball. So
yeah, but now I have VAs. They don't want to do certain things. As time goes on, like, you were one of them. Remember, you didn't even want to do like certain things after a while. So I have to take that into consideration. Like, you guys aren't going to be here forever. Like, you guys, you want to pursue other things, and so I have to prepare myself. It's like, I lost my golden goose.
I just had extreme has-been burnout, but I'm fine doing it every now and then.
Well, yeah, but
especially for you get the free pass.
But you go back to my point. That's my point, though. Like, their minds change over time. I can't expect them, like, this ain't 2022 or 2019. Things change, and as much as I would love for things to stay the same, like our ages, it doesn't. Let's see. Does Octavia kill Icebird and her mom at the end of the chapter? No. It's nowhere near that direction. No. Quite frankly, you wouldn't have much of a of a show if they did. So no.
No, there was the April Fool's thing that.
Well, that was the other way around though, and even that
Yeah.
was like the other way around. Though I have been voice acting, that is mostly Swedish. Life always, yeah, yeah, and yeah, no, it just goes back to that concept. Like, if I needed a Swedish like voice, like stuff that, or like again, it just depends on what I'm looking for, and that's what people have done. Or you know what, I don't like people who think they can do the good voice when they really can't. I try to be very nice. Because I don't like to come across as negative. And
No, I know.
I admire. Don't get me wrong. I love people who are confident. Keep that confidence, but also recognize reality. Like, I can be confident, but I know when I can't do a good voice, and I'm not gonna lie to myself and pretending otherwise. I'll try and work on it, and I would say I and people, like I said, they try to be very supportive. I try to do. I don't want to discourage people from voice acting, but also know your limitations. Like, I don't want people to lie to me. If I suck at a voice, just tell me. Like, I need to work at, like, just tell me. Don't give me a false sense of security.
Wolfku, you suck. You
Is it-
suck real hard. You suck real long and hard.
I said not to be a dick about it, though. I said just look, give me constructive criticism and let me know, like, I'm not in this range where I need to be working on it. If I'm good, then I'm good. But if I'm not, or I need to work on something, don't be afraid to tell me. And I do that. So I tell people, like, same thing. But because if you don't, you inflate their ego. You inflate their ego, give them this false sense, and then when reality really hits them, it crashes down even harder. When you could have prevented, when, like, people could have prevented that. Like you ain't gotta. Why did y'all inflate this person's ego to what it did? Y'all played a role in his downfall too. Y'all should have said something. Everybody wants to be too nice. Sometimes a little bit of harshness is harsh, not to the point where, like, you really tear down their self-esteem, but do it in a way like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, like they can improve on themselves.
Yeah.
Hell, the Fizz voice, like I said, I didn't know, and remember back when I did my Fizz, I was so stiff. Remember how stiff I was? Like I was like line reading, and I kept practicing. You said it. I have a great Fizz voice, but I still needed to work on it because it felt like I was just reading something. I wasn't like really getting into the character. So what I did, I just kept watching Helluva Boss. I studied. I watched his signature quips, his quotes, his inflectuations, and then every day I would just work on it. I would come up with my own line, like what I think what Fizz would say, and then because I look at some of my earlier comic dubs. And now, and it's like night and day. It's like, I was much more rigid back then. And you can like hear it in your inflections and stuff. I'm just like, I need to work on that.
I mean, that's everyone, though. Like, when I first started doing Angel, I was extremely stiff. I didn't know how to really, like, emote as a character. Over time, it just gets better.
Yeah, you are your biggest critic. And, like, people tell me, like, they can't tell the difference. I say that's the biggest compliment you can give me. I can tell the difference because I know my voice and I know Alex's voice. But if I'm good enough to where I can fool you, I can trick you into believing, like, hey, we sound exactly the same. That just shows that my acting has gotten better. When I can fool people into thinking, I can't really tell the difference. Like, yes, I got him, because I know.
Guys, I hear this abridged Goku guy uses AI. He has AI.
I have voice changers, and technically, doesn't voice changers use AI technically?
I mean, certain voices in a voice changer, yeah.
I mean, technically, but as far as like me doing my own voices, no. Maybe I don't know, but leave me alone. but no, but I think that's also a compliment too, because like they can't distinguish your voice, and it's like, but I know the difference that Alex Redman can sing. I can't sing as good as he can. He's a Broadway singer. But if I can trick people into thinking, hey, my voice is not so bad, and I can kind of sing, it's like, yeah, that's cool. Doing my job.
Your singing Fizz voice isn't too bad.
Yeah, but it's not Broadway. Like I've heard him sing. Like, I will put us side by side. Yes, when layered together, you can't tell much of the difference. But when I put them side by side, like hear the difference, I can hear the difference. I hear that difference. It's like, so that's why I say, like, tricking like people into believe. That's what a voice actor does. You're getting the audience to believe in what you're doing. So that's what I like about, in training. When people always ask me how do you improve my Fizz voice, like, I don't know. I just kind of fell in my lap because my main thing when I say people do fizz, you guys are trying too hard and you're making the voice too deep. Like honestly, you sound more like Krusty, the clown than Beetlejuice, than Broadway Beetlejuice. Like lighten it up a little bit because he has different inflections where he'll go high and low, but their octave they go so low where it's like this, they're going down like this. They're going like really low, and maybe that's just where their range is. But it's like no, it's all in the back, and then once you get that down, because I've seen people who had the mannerisms of fizz, but their voice was too heavy. Like they had like the mannerisms and their flow was pretty solid, but the voice was just way too deep. And a lot of people suffer from that. They go way too deep. But you get the general concept that it's fizz. Like at least I understand what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, at the end of season 1? No. She would not be killing them at the end of season 1. No. Well, me, like I said, I just keep watching. I've listened to like the raw recordings of Alex Brightman's fizz. So and even with if I had to judge my fizz on his in terms of how accurate I'd say I'm 93% accurate, and that 7% I really need to work. But that's just there's just certain inflections and tones that's unique to him. So I would say my fizz is a little bit. I'd have to read because sometimes I confuse myself. That's how I know I'm pretty good. Because sometimes I confuse myself on which one's me and which one's him. Mic quality. That's how I know his is better.
Yeah.
But there are times where I'm just like, okay, which one was me again? Because sometimes like our voices are close, but either mine's either too light or too deep, or sometimes his is too. It's like I can't tell sometimes, and
I mean, like, all things considered with your voice, it's very accurate, especially since I don't think you have the same medical condition that Alex does. He has a certain thing in his throat that makes doing that voice so easy for him.
Easy. Mine was, I had to rip my vocals apart and you rip your muscles apart and build them back up. Because back then, I could barely do it for 5 minutes back in the day. For 5 minutes, I was like, this shit burns your throat. So every day I just kept doing it though. I just kept doing it, breaking, and then your lung capacity expands. You like whatever's going on in your throat is healing itself and getting better. So now I can do fizz for hours. I still can't do it the way like I don't have that medical condition like him. And if I meet Brightman, I'm like, not everybody has a medical condition, Alex. Some of us had to work for it, and but I had been doing that voice for years since I was a kid too. So I had experience with that voice. I just never did it or sustained it for so long. And like, it was just a matter of, I got the core, but now I have to like build upon it. I have to build upon that core and make it better, like how you do with your angel dust. But you got to learn from Michael. I didn't have that, I didn't have that concept. Not everybody gets to learn from the master, and so I had to work on it. And now it's kind of like I just turn it on whenever I want. I can just like. I can go from this voice,
and then I can go into my fizz voice like it's nothing. The general concept. And that is key when you're being a voice actor. When you know when to turn it on and to turn it off, and be spontaneous and combust. Or, not combust, but robust, yes.
and
I definitely know how to turn it on.
Well, yeah, not everybody can be you, because you're a spider slut. You're a voice slut in general.
Notice that he didn't refute that neither.
I can't, no.
He didn't refute that either. So yeah, and that's the learning curve and stuff like that. Getting past the learning curve, and knowing that there's a progression. Like it's like any video game. You're level 0. You're just like, or you might have a level 10, and you're just trying to build, and you're just building on it. I think that's the best way I can sum it up for people. Like, know where you are with your level and build upon it. Now, well, I mean, it's hard when it comes through song. Yeah, no, like, and how I structure a song, like I said, I just go bit by bit. I break everything down line by line, bit by bit. Like, there's still songs I don't know. Like, I haven't done Oops because, quite frankly, I don't know if I want to. It's just so like, do I have to learn like French dialect a little bit because he does sing a little bit of French in there? I can do Crooked, House of Modius, and 2 Minute Notice. Those are the three you got. Those are the three. Then there's like the fan made songs. Like I saw what was that one YouTuber that did like the fan made songs?
There's Paranoid that
The other one, the one that got their song got canonized.
oh I'm trying to think. I don't know.
But you know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to do like Fizz for their stuff. If I can get my singing good enough, you know. I think I sent him a message. I don't think he ever hit me back, but I was like, I would love to do that. Like if that would be a cool collaboration. I think I know people who's work. Didn't you do something for them with that group? Like comic
which group?
The one I was talking about with the music. Didn't you like do something with them or?
I
know
think
people who
I
has
did.
worked with them, but I don't know if you were one of them or not.
I don't think I did.
But yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Like people always ask me, like they want me to do more collaborations. Like guys, that's not my call. I mean, I can reach out, but that's not gonna make it happen. You guys can make it happen more than I can make anything happen. You know. The most I'll do is give a reach out. Whether they respond, that's the ball's in their court, not mine. I get and I there's no hard feelings whether they want to or not. I just if I can work something out, I can. If I can't, I can't. There are levels to these things. Yeah, no, I like singing. I like singing on my own time. I go on the Schmoogle or whatever you call it, Schmoogle app, and just sing all the time. It's fun. I love to do like singing like songs epic songs or songs that I just enjoy singing like in character, like and mixing them up.
Do you need a break from modern living? Come on, Alistair, do you long to shed your weary load?
I don't even remember the lyrics.
It's always like fun. I would say I wish like VAs and like voice actors would have YouTube channels and just like do other people's do other characters and stuff. Like it's just fun, generally a fun concept, and I would love to see more of that. But obviously people are busy. But I like Dale's voice actor from King of the Hill. He had a YouTube channel. He would like sing songs as Dale. God, I was so upset when he passed away. Now the King of the Hill's coming back too. You've been singing on Star Maker. I sing on Star Maker too. Yeah, I have so many covers. But again, our phones did not do a good job at capturing our voices. The mic quality on our phones aren't that great. But still, Star Maker's a fun app. I don't know. I have even more than 3. I think I got like I don't know how many voices songs, and I usually just repeat the songs I sing, but still I have so many covers on there. So it's I guess it's just about when I have the time. Let's see. So I've been going for a while here. Going for a while.
Yeah, I might have to get going in a few.
Yeah, we've been going for an hour, so I think I got most of the concepts I wanted to say. So we can end it here too. So we'll end this here, guys. You're ranked 234. I have something I put in the pic. Oh, okay, Xavier. We'll end it here since we've been going for an hour. That's a good time, good chunk. But later on today, guys, we're gonna be showing some more Piku Niku. So be on the lookout for that. I'd like to thank Grizz for joining me, and thank you all so much for dropping by to hang out with this guy. And we will see you very, very soon. Take care and bye bye.